If you want to change your life, listen to this. Because most people believe that motivation is what will take them forward. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel inspired. They wait for that strong energy that makes everything feel possible. And for a moment it comes. You feel it. You start something. You tell yourself this time will be different. But then the feeling fades. The energy drops. And slowly you return to your old habits. Not because you do not care, but because you built your life around how you feel. And feelings are never stable. They change. They rise. They fall. And if your actions depend on them, your progress will always be inconsistent. That is where discipline comes in. And this is the part most people avoid because it is not exciting. Discipline is not about feeling ready. It is about doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like it. It is choosing action over emotion. It is showing up when your mind is telling you to rest. It is continuing when things feel boring. And this is why it is difficult. Because discipline is repetitive. It is doing the same things again and again. It is waking up and choosing the same actions daily. It is staying consistent even when nothing feels new or exciting. And most people struggle with this because they are always looking for something different. Something easier. Something that feels better. But real change does not come from doing something once. It comes from doing something repeatedly until it becomes part of who you are. Every time you say you will do something, and you do not do it, you are teaching yourself that your words do not matter. That your promises to yourself are not important. And over time that breaks your confidence. Not because you are not capable, but because you stop trusting yourself. Discipline rebuilds that trust. Every time you follow through, even in small ways, you are telling yourself that you can rely on yourself. And that changes how you see yourself completely. The problem is most people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the right mood, the right energy, the right conditions. But that moment rarely comes. And even when it does not stay long enough to create real change. So they start and stop. They move forward and fall back. And their life remains in the same place. Discipline breaks that cycle. It tells you to move even when it is uncomfortable. Even when you are tired. Even when your mind is full of excuses. Not because it is easy, but because it matters. Because your future depends on what you do consistently, not occasionally. You do not need to change everything at once. You do not need to become perfect overnight. What you need is to start small and stay consistent. Choose one thing, one habit, one action, and commit to it. Do it every day. Whether you feel like it or not. Because it is not about how big the action is. It is about how consistent you are with it. That is how momentum is built. That is how confidence grows. That is how your life begins to change slowly but surely. There will be days when you do not feel like doing anything. Days when you feel tired. Days when your mind tells you to skip it just this once. Those are the moments that matter the most. Because what you do in those moments defines your discipline. Anyone can act when they feel good. Anyone can move when they are motivated. But real growth happens when you act even when you do not feel like it. That is what separates people who change their lives from those who remain the same. Discipline is not punishment. It is structure. It is what gives your life direction when your emotions are unstable. It keeps you moving when motivation disappears. It helps you build a life that is not controlled by how you feel but by what you choose to do. And over time those choices shape your identity. You become someone who shows up. Someone who follows through. Someone who does not quit when things get hard. And that version of you is built step by step. Not through motivation, but through discipline. So take a moment and be honest with yourself. Where have you been inconsistent? What have you been avoiding? What is that one thing you know you should be doing but keep delaying? That is where your discipline needs to begin. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Even if it is small. Even if it is imperfect. Just start. because every step forward matters. If this message spoke to you, if it made you reflect, if it helped you see what you need to change, then take a moment to like this video so it can reach someone else who needs to hear this. And if you are ready to build discipline and take control of your life step by step, then subscribe and stay connected here. Because this is not just motivation. This is transformation.
This is episode 3, and in episode 4, we're going to be talking about why you feel behind in life and how to break free from that pressure. Stay ready, don't go anywhere. This channel is made for you.